Hello, and welcome to XCOM Chimera Squad, which is going to be done on my YouTube channel, but I decided to stream the first episode on Twitch. And this is not a completely blind playthrough. I've played through the first two missions to just get a feel for the game and what is different. But once we get past that, we'll be there. Alright, so we're just going to play this on normal mode just to play the game. We're going to leave it all. This is the standard settings it gives you. The tutorial, you don't have to play it to get the story. They have a good way. I've actually played through the opening to see how the storylines integrate. And when we get to that point, I will explain what happens if you don't click check tutorial. The main difference is you get to choose which of the 12 or 14 agents, which 4 start in your squad, rather than the tutorial puts certain ones on your squad. The ones that start the story. So that could be interesting if you want a little bit of a different kind of tactical experience earlier. But storyline, I still think the tutorial is best because it actually does a good job of introducing the storyline to this XCOM edition. It's set 5 years after the XCOM Resistance from XCOM 2 wins and kicks Advent and the aliens out. So that's where we are here, and it's done in very much a comic book style mode, which I just enjoy. So let's go ahead and get into this here. Normal mode, tutorial on.
Two minutes out.
Hey, Godmother. Is this like the old days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many, long years of service.
Watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready. How is this not like the old days?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
For which side, exactly?
I find that very hurtful.
Sure thing, Advent.
We are through the checkpoint.
I was never actually Advent.
But they were fitting you for a blocky helmet.
Stow it, both of you. We're here. 3-1 PD gave us the all clear. Grab your gear and prepare to move in.
Alright, and so there you go. You see the opening sequence there.
Whisper, what's your status?
And what's Verge's ETA?
Comms are working, obviously. Verge is en route.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed a cab.
To a hostage situation?
Focus. Whisper, any surprises in the next room?
A handful of hostiles, unaware of your approach.
Chimera Squad, take positions. Prep for breach.
Okay, so the first thing you do when entering an encounter is you go through this breaching mode. And this is the order that they will shoot. Now it doesn't matter too much here because everyone gets the same bonus. There are 3 spots of cover, and the higher the number here, the faster they'll breach if there are multiple breach options. So we'll go here, and as you can see down here, it's encounter 1 of 3. So we're basically going to breach in, clear a room 3 times. So let's go ahead, head on in. We got Godmother here, who's our shotgunner, and let's go ahead and just take a breaching fire. You can breach. Fire. So that one's down, and so are you. And this is a lovely thing. It coordinates going in on an area.
I am Mayor Nightingale.
Is that our hostage?
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
Blah, 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 history.
Focus.
Alright. There we go. Turn orders and moving. So, 2 action points we're familiar with. Here's the really cool thing. Different time law. So it's no longer enemy turn, your turn. Each agent kind of takes a move. I'm going to move up here. Now, I could, for my fire, have an 88% chance or an 80, but since you're in cover, I will take the person out of cover. Well, that's unfortunate.
Dropping target.
There we go. At least that's a miss. Alright, now we're going to start seeing me do things a bit differently, because that one didn't drop. Okay. You don't have anything. You have no actions yet. Okay. And they don't put all the actions available at the moment. Okay, so you're 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to send you up here. And now Overwatch has changed slightly.
Eyes open.
It's now in a cone.
Cover the zone.
That also missed. Alright. Let's see here. 59. Getting you up here would get some better range, but we don't have that. Let's go ahead and go here.
Moving.
Let's still
Cover me.
have cover. Let's go ahead and take a shot. You're next to go. And the best. There. Oop, only grazed. Alright. Spend your first move to reload.
Reload
Might as well, if I'm not going to move you. And yes, fire that right there. Taking them down. You keep missing. I think this first one is scripted. That many misses. I'll take it. Let's hop right there. And there we go. You're done.
You see this?
Huh. Interesting.
Contact!
Clear.
Verge? What took you so long?
Had to unpack a breaching charge.
Good man.
Not exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
Alright, so there we go. That's encounter 1. And if you haven't noticed yet, I'm going to be silent while they're talking because I really want the comic to go through. Okay, so here we've got 2 breaches. We'd like to bring everyone through that top door, and so this means that's the higher priority. So the last agent through there is going to do a ton of damage. So I think I'm going to send Terminal, the last agent. So we're going to do that with Terminal for more damage through the front. Our shield guy and our there. Let's go ahead and breach.
Breach! Breach! Breach!
Time to breach.
There we go. Oh, you're still going first. Trooper. You are aggressive, so you will be shooting at. So if I can take you down through this, you won't be able to do anything. What are you? You are alert. Let's just go ahead and get you out. Let's come in here. You are surprised. There we go. And you are alert, but there we go. So surprise, don't react. Alert, get to like hunker down. The aggressive will shoot back at you. But because I took that aggressive one out first before he could return fire, I was okay. Now they're letting me know people have abilities. Woohoo, people have abilities. Alright, so Number 2 is going to be our next person to move. I want you to come right here. Fire a weapon. Now you can try to knock people out for an intel bonus. So you're going to move at 3. Let's see, kinetic shield. Oh, shield charge bash. Okay. I'd like to take this guy out without... Is there a good spot I could get to for Overwatch if things go poorly? Let's turn... Not really. If I go here, I do get a preview. And maybe I'll get a graze. Nope, not hit at all. Alright. The subdue does 2 to 3 damage, but could possibly miss. Okay. So what I'm going to do
On the way.
is rather than have him just attack someone, I'm going to see if I can take out stunned one, which means he'll miss his first action, which means he'll get a shot. But he missed. There we go. Alright, now I've got there. So I want to try to subdue him, because if I do, there's a chance I get some extra intel at the end of the encounter. But, you know, they end up doing 2 damage.
Shouldn't have bothered.
Now we do that. The good thing also between encounters is that your agents will reload. So that unconscious means I guarantee capture.
Set up the breaching charge.
I do like to make an entrance.
So we go into breach mode here. So some breach points you need a certain ability or trait. So we need someone with a breaching. You have one available. No one else has a breaching charge. That means... Yeah, so all non-aggressive enemies are there, so...
Wait, hold! Hostage confirmed in the next room.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
If you surrender, I will advocate leniency.
Enough. This exhibit. It is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
It doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
Making a path.
Alright. So these are surprised. Well, let's just get you out of play. Yeah, you can come out of play. I can get you out. Oh no. That didn't work out well. 65. Well, we'll try it. Alright. They're alerts, they're hunkering.
Nightingale, I'll protect you.
Let's see. First is that guy.
Cherub is down.
Of course, they give bonus damage so that they can teach you stabilizing.
Protect the mayor.
Confirmed.
That is the one thing, is they do very much injure. Okay. You, Godmother. You come here.
Shifting.
And you want to let your people with gremlins do it because they don't have to be adjacent. Use the scatter shot here to take out both of these people at once. Although that missed. But I had a chance to take both at once. Okay. So first we're going to do stabilize. And you are at 61. Really would like to take someone out the fun way. Safeguard is my heal, so I may hold off on that. See if you can't get it. There we go. That makes life a lot better. Let's see, let's have you come up here. And Battle Madness. Let's see if we can't have you attack that trooper.
Removing target.
Now you're no longer berserk. Well, that was annoying. Now
No
you're
ammo.
on Overwatch. Alright. Reload that shotgun. Let's fire a weapon there. Okay, now you're done. You are on Overwatch. Let's see, who we're going to safeguard. Mayor. Let's try safeguarding Verge.
Need a little help?
And fire the weapon. That removes his Overwatch. You come.
Repositioning.
Oh. Do you not have super available? Oh well. Oh yeah, you're already part of the neural network, so you can't be targeted again. Alright, well, let's just take you out.
Chimera, are you still with us?
Yeah, I think so. Only thing injured is my pride.
And your diaphragm. And a few ribs.
None of this should have happened.
Most people say thank you.
I'm grateful, of course. But these people don't have the capability for any of this.
Explain.
I read their threat assessment. A month ago, these insurgents were all talk and no capability. The greatest threat they posed was to bottles of alcohol.
Why tell us? Why now?
City 31 shows the world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this. Tonight, someone wanted what I represent to go up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
I know, but right now you're the only ones I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Chimera was gravely wounded. That happens, but they're going to give us another officer, and we can only have 4 people going on missions to begin with, and they heal half each time, so he'll go from 0 to full. After this mission, he'll be at half, and then he'll head back, so it's a much more, not you're healing forever
Package delivered to 31 PD.
She
kind of thing.
truly believes what she says.
That's why she's in charge.
Not too shabby for our first official mission.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Celebrate before a mission is complete. It's
bad luck.
Now, the one thing I will say about this game that I wish is that I wish that your starting agents were like, one was XCOM, one was Reaper, one was Skirmisher, one was
Tonight,
Templar.
Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
Basically, the Reclamation Agency is the legacy
Welcome
of
home,
XCOM.
Chimera Squad. The director wants to speak with us.
Thanks for getting the mayor killed. Also, you're fired.
That's not helpful.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'll patch the call through when you're ready.
I followed your action at the museum, and its aftermath.
Director Kelly, I take full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31 because I believed you were ready. Tonight, you surpassed my expectations. 3-1 PD requested help within 3 hours of your arrival in the city. You answered immediately. Going in, you were under-equipped and down an agent. You adapted, as we trained you to do. And let's not forget, you rescued the mayor. You delivered her to safety as the city requested. Don't blame yourself for an outcome you couldn't control. Instead, let's focus on what's next.
I set up the map table. Ready when you are.
Head over there. I'll hold.
Alright, so when we're ready for the calls, apparently, immediately after you finish speaking. But, so there we go. Now the difference, this is where the tutorial and the non-tutorial starts merge. What happens if you do the non-tutorial start, you don't do that first mission, and instead you start basically here with the call, and 31 PD didn't call you in to help with rescuing the mayor, and, you know, basically the insurgents set off a bomb and kill everyone inside the museum rather than on an explosion as they're taking the mayor away. So either way, the mayor dies. So you still get the same start. It's just a question of whether it was outside the building or inside the building. So that's how they merge the stories together. But as it is, those starting little bits from the mayor, your first time through, I'd at least play through that. Or, of course, you could, if you're at this point, you've probably watched me play through it, so either way you get the story. But it's some good story. Take a moment to check. Yep. Stream going fine, everything going good. Excellent. So there we go. So then we go to the map. They're gonna. One of the nice things is they introduce each strategic element to you a little bit at a time.
Welcome to City 31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We don't know that, not yet, but we can find out. 3-1 PD requested our help sifting through evidence at the Memorial Museum. They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
Okay, so here's, again, the map. City we're going to do. So, there we go. And they do all that, and they tell you what the situation is. So, we're going to send the APC, the Armored Personnel Carrier. And basically,
your work with 3-1 PD opened a few doors. Here's what we know. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
Alright, now before I get into this, City 31. Probably what the aliens named the city. But you'd think after that they'd do something else. So here kind of comes the game. The 3 groups that possibly could have been involved. So we've got this human psionics who want to just create a, City 31 for psionics, alien scavengers who might oppose the mayor, or Sacred Coil and Underground Religious Movement for hybrids, and only fought XCOM. So, I think I'm going to go through for Sacred Coil out of these, because human psychics, while they may not like Chimera Squad being here, they're not strictly anti-XCOM. Grey Phoenix the same way, we might impede their scavenger things, but again, not clearly anti-XCOM. These people are anti-XCOM, and we're basically an offshoot of XCOM for more civilian side, managing, we're a SWAT team. That's XCOM affiliated, and they don't like XCOM. So between all these, they have a reason to target us, especially since the mayor's last act was to bring us to the city. So we're going to go with these.
Sacred Coil is what happens when former Advent officers find religion, or create one. They claim to be the true path for City 31's hybrids, as long as that path involves armed sedition.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 31PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
So there we go. So we're right now investigating Sacred Coil. We'll probably have to investigate all the groups. So we get to choose the order. So we do some groundworks operations, then we finally take down their leadership. So, investigation opened. Alright, now we've got more stuff popping up. There's a mission we have to do today, which means we can't just skip a day. So it wants us to visit the assembly area.
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. And with the right patterns, we can build anything. Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
A little bit of old technology. So there's Illyrium, Cache, and Intel. So this will take 2 days, and because days are, you don't just hit the go button in the map, you say end day, or you do a mission which in lieu of ending the day. So it's got some things going there to keep the pacing. This takes 10 of our Illyrium, gives us Android personnel, gives us 1, lets us purchase others, and unlocks everything else. So this is what we have to do. Alright. So on APC, so you can boost this by putting someone here. Cherub, I'm reassigning you because you're still injured. So we come back there. Alright, projects selected. So we come in here, this is where we can load out agents.
Convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
So we're now allowed to recruit 1 more agent. Now, what we lost was kind of one of our frontline, damage dealers, more of a defensive. So in my personal game I started, I got a different choice of people, and I ended up taking Blue Blood. And another nice thing is you can see their backgrounds. It's not necessary, So he was, he eventually, was in there, first trained by Advent, then didn't like them. Joined XCOM but really didn't want to be upon XCOM. You are hatched, Advent, and basically so this is basically a former XCOM soldier. And so after Kelly becomes director, comes there. And then we have this guy who is former 31 PD. Well, let's try Torque. That's interesting. That is something different.
Torque.
Whisper.
Are we good?
I don't know. Did you get a lobotomy?
Can't say that I did.
Then no, we aren't good.
Well, at least things are back to normal.
So we know there's something between Whisper and Torque. But there we go. Agent abilities, so eventually they'll get to promote. And they have to do training along the way to get there. And then you can still look at the biography. You can tint their armor, so if you want to, do something with that, that's all good. I'll just go with that. That's fine. And then loadout, they've got a primary weapon, armor type, breach item, and utility item. That's for everyone. But now in the APC, there's Torque while we let Cherub finish going up, so that's the armory for each of our agents.
Has all the basics. Weapons, comms, and ammunition. Supply is where we request everything else. As long as it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
Alright, so here we can just buy things, and there they...
A sweet deal on combat-grade androids. I know. Everyone hates them.
So how androids work once we eventually unlock them after we research them is they come in as a drop-in thing in between different encounters to replace fallen agents. So you can't start with them there, but they take the place if you need to. And I'm going to go ahead and buy tranq rounds, because if I put this on our shotgunner who's going to mainly kill a lot of people, they'll instead be rendered unconscious, which probably means we get more intel. So that feels really good to me. But that gets through a security door. We already have got a breaching charge. A med kit. Someone else having a med kit could be good. But I'm going to hold off on that, because we've already got someone who does. So that's supply. Here's the investigation we have going. We're not quite ready to progress. And now we've got this mission, which we've got to do. So, Sacred Coil. Send the APC and we'll get some credits for doing this mission. And let's go ahead and... hold on. We got to do loadout. They will give you a chance to do loadout before, but sorry, there we go, loadout. So, you see on Cherub here, we can tint your armor too. Yeah, we'll match your shield. Oh, there we go. But loadout, so you have a breaching charge. Select breaching item. We're going to remove that off you for the moment. We're going to come here, and you're going to get tranq rounds. You are going to get the breaching charge. You are not on this mission. I don't think I have any other utility items. Okay, so there we go. We're now ready. We're going to send the APC, which is these 4 people are in it as the armor personnel carrier. Send.
We are not the police. If you see a theft, call it into 3-1 PD and move on. But there is one notable exception. Hostile forces carrying dangerous contraband may attempt to flee the scene. Don't let them escape.
So doors, windows should be able to go through. Keypad door, we should be fine. We'll just have the breach there as an option, and there we see us roll out instead of taking a not Avenger. What was the other thing that Firebrand was? Basically a what was it? A jet copter.
Earlier this this week, a security camera spotted Sacred Coil flunkies sniffing around this warehouse.
So, first unit through the edge of the stable will be marked. Okay. Wow. Until the end of the encounter. So this is getting additional defense. I think I'm going to send Godmother through here so she can get up close. First, I'm going to send Verge, because if your weapon's disabled, you still have psychic abilities. And then, no, Torque and Godmother. Actually, no. I'm going to move Torque over here. It's only the first unit there that is disabled. So, you still get the bonus, you get armor, but you'll be easier to hit. I think that'll all work out.
Open sesame.
Alright. That's a commando. We'll take the easier to hit commando. Android, Commando. Okay, go ahead, grab that Android if you can. You'll do 3 to 5 damage. That's the only shot. There we go. You are marked. Let's see, who is left? And then once per mission, you can do that, and you can also prep, so instead of like hunkering down, you prep for your next move. Alright, you. There's no one left here, so we're gonna go here, get ourselves a little better angle, and down you go. Got through. No one escaped.
Sacred Coil stole specialized mech parts. The kind you can't easily replicate.
Mix? Weapons free. Sacred Coil does not escape with those parts.
So let's go on to our next. Defense. Only the first unit gets weapons disabled. Scanner, you have the most hit points.
Breaching!
So in we go. That's all you can fire, but that's okay. See that they went unconscious there because of the let's get that damaged. You can do that, or you can do Android. I'm gonna go ahead and go for that. There we go. All disabled. Alright, let's see here. Now this is encounter... This isn't encounter 3. Okay. You have nothing you can do. More so civilians. Is there a civilian? There is a civilian. So we can move up here to rescue a civilian.
Go on, get out of here.
They appear to just be running away. That's okay. We'll encounter them in our next.
Sacred Coil is on the run. Don't lose them in the warehouse.
Alright. Enemies deal 1 less damage during the breach. Enemies are harder to hit. We'll send you through that way. Enemies deal less damage. We'll send you all through that way. And let's breach.
Breach! Breach! Breach!
We shall move in.
That purifier. That's an aggressive android. That purifier could be deadly. I think I wanted her chance getting out that android. Commando is aggressive. That would take out the purifier. Or we do the aggressive android. Yeah. Because they get to return fire. Shrouded.
Eyes on the target.
They're trying to evacuate the mechs. So those two are what they're trying to get out. Okay. Purifier is way down here, but I want to move Verge. I'm going to team up with you, which will move you up in the timeline. This thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here. Yeah. You've got a scattershot way to shoot everyone. But please. We'll take that. Alright, hello and welcome back to everyone. So, there was a little technical issue from before, so that's why we're having this little bit of reload here. I will try to merge them all into one video so we can all be happy fun times, but we'll just have to see if that's not the case.
Repositioning.
Okay. Guess you can just get that guy offline. We'll take it. You were going to run away. At least they only get one away. That leaves you. I want to see how this tongue pull mechanic works. So we're going to come here. Grab a distant target and pull them into melee range. Tongue pull. There we go.
Time for a face-to-face.
Well, that was fun. Okay, does no damage at that point. But I can and turn because I do want the knockout.
Another collar for the neck.
There we go. Alright. So lightly wounded, they'll be back. So captured, so for every capture you get about 20% chance of getting the a intel boost. So hopefully we'll get an intel boost here. And as far as whether I use this footage on the YouTube channel or have to start a new save, and therefore people who are watching on Twitch will get even more content, they watch the YouTube, then we'll see.
If Sacred Coil went after mechs, they need soldiers. But for what army? They were underground until Mayor Nightingale's election drove them to the surface. Their hatred for her gave them motive. Find out if Sacred Coil had the means to carry out an assassination.
There we go. And now we've got all this stuff to do.
An emergency session of the City Council voted 5-4 against a citywide curfew. Councilor Parada spoke for the majority.
There is no need for such extreme measures. Mayor Nightingale's death is a tragedy, but to shut down the city due to fear would reject the very principles by which she lived.
3-1 PD remains on high alert throughout City 31. Commissioner Maloof released the following statement.
Every 3-1 PD officer grieves for Mayor Nightingale. Rest assured, we will bring those responsible to justice.
More as it develops. Channel 37, Celio Dash reporting.
Well, there we go. That is a nice report, and I think a good place to end. I was really only a few minutes away. I'm going to see if I can piece these two videos together and put it up on YouTube. If not, well then we're going to get another fun little video, and maybe we'll have different, and maybe I won't actually get the oh, why can't I remember her name? But the our serpent agent, it might have to be someone else, and it might be a slightly different start, but I'll still try to make a lot of the same choices. And it won't be very different because of how the tutorial intro forces you to go. But anyway, so tomorrow on the YouTube channel will be more Civilization, and then it'll be alternating with this until the Civilization is complete, and then we'll just be all XCOM until we're done. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and be seeing you.